All right, well, today I wanted to share a little bit of practicing over a tune. And one thing that I've noticed for myself is that it can be useful to have a specific goal in mind when I'm practicing improvisation in this way. And one of the big ones for me is always trying to find ways to lock in the time feel even more. And one of the challenging things for horn players, and definitely I notice this for myself, is coming in on a new phrase after you take a breath. Typically that start of that new phrase wants to maybe slip a little bit with the time feel. So what I've noticed is if I spend quality time actually focusing on that specific thing, then even after just a few practice sessions, I can notice a small improvement. And sometimes I have to sort of check back in and then listen back to myself and say, like, okay, am I doing this well? But if I'm aware of it, then I know I can improve it. And one of the other big things I like to work on is the idea of letting the solo develop naturally. And what I mean by that is, say you end a phrase, then when you start the next phrase, a lot of times we're thinking about the chord change that we're on, and sometimes we'll fall into that old trap of just playing something that we have worked out over that chord, that next chord coming up. But what you can try instead is to actually think about, well, what could I play that would relate to the ending of the previous phrase? That way the previous phrase relates to the next phrase, and then the next one relates, and then it just keeps building like that naturally, rather than thinking like, oh yeah, what can I play over this chord? What can I play over this chord? So that can be something else you could try.